Nityanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you to the series on relations and relationships. Many relationships we tend to break off in momentary anger, momentary annoyance, momentary irritation. Anger is the worst enemy when it comes to any relationship. No relationship is against Hinduism or Hindu Dharma, but the conflicts in the relationship is what is against your own life. It is not just the Dharma. The moment you start having conflict with one person, this conflict will spill over to many other people. You may think, oh, it's only my mother I'm getting angry with, or it's only my wife I'm getting angry with. But that anger, the violence inside of you, it can be easily felt across in your body language. The suppressed anger, the rage, the way you hold yourself, the way you communicate to people, it becomes so aggressive, people may just think twice before talking to you. And you will end up losing many relationships. Anger cannot be completed or resolved just by shouting or bouncing it off on people or breaking things or hitting your head on the wall. No. Go to the source of the anger. Go to the source from where the energy, the anger is starting. Why is it starting? For most commonly, the anger is feeling of failure, suppressed suffering, because they don't know how to take it out, or they do not have a solution. They verbalize it in a violently angry way. Anger is always projected by people who suffer from inferiority complex, who have very low self inner image, who have a low self inner image but project themselves to the outside world as if they have very high inner image, as if they are, they know everything. Oh, we know everything, the world doesn't know much, it's just my time is bad, but I'm a very hard working person, I'm so honest, truthful, integrated. It is just fate is against me, my karma is against me, but there's no better person in the world than me. This is the projection outside, but inside each of you all will know what is it that you're not being authentic towards. You may not have put in sincere efforts towards a job or your studies or relationship. Only when that happens do you face failure. Otherwise, there is no failure in life at all. It's a very simple science. Authentically working towards a target is success. The moment you not finding success, or you feel you have not met success the way you perceived it, then understand you have not authentically put in your full efforts. You're either poaching off someone's hard work, or you're just chilling out and saying, I will do 50% of the work, 50% of the work chalta hai kind of attitude. That doesn't work. You put in your 150% and then see if success doesn't come to you. Dharma, God, they all will support only if you are willing to put 150%. Not if you put, I am putting 25%, let God put another 100%, another 25% let the so-called dharma and karma put. No, it doesn't work like that. You only have to work hard. You only have to be smart, hardworking, sincere, authentic, integrated towards your life's purpose. Towards your life's purpose, towards people around you. Your whole life is a circle. You cannot take out the personal side of life and professional side of life and say, I will be integrated to the profession, but I will go cheat on my wife. That's okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, life doesn't work like that. The more you try to cheat on your spouse, the more the spouse will get suspicious about you, and there will be more conflicts, and then there is a situation where neither can you leave, neither can you stay, and you are thus causing your own suffering. There is nobody you cannot live with if you decide. I have few viewers writing saying, "Oh, my wife ran away from me. She took my daughter and ran away from me. I want her back." You want her back means please do completion. People are not your slaves. You sit and do completion. You make a list of the times you have hurt her so much that she has left you and gone. A wife of 15 to 20 years will not leave you unless your actions have hurt her beyond tolerable limits. Or even if you feel you have not done anything, but she has some pain points, write down those pain points and sit and do completion. If you want to know how to do completion, please go to nityananda.tv, where Swamiji has elaborately spoken about the signs of completion. Or if you still feel you don't want to go so far, please inbox me and I will guide you to completion, because completion is the only way to life. There is no other diversion, deviation, anything that is going to help you. If your spouse left you looking at another girl, or if you have an unhappy marriage, looking at all other girls is not a solution. There is something inherently flawed inside you. There is some painful part of you which is making you look for an outside source of satisfaction, outside source of joy. That is why you are unhappy with your existing spouse and you're trying to look outside for some kind of happiness. So what happens? When you start looking outside for a different man or a woman to give you happiness, your existing spouse will feel insecure, and she or he is going to make your life miserable. Do not cause pain to another human being. Do not do any action knowing it is going to cause pain to another human being. That is the only thing that is against the dharma. It is against dharma as such. Sanatana dharma is about humanity. It is against humanity. Throwing tantrums, beating your mother, beating your grandmother, beating your children, beating your spouse, breaking few things is not a solution, nor will it resolve your anger. If it did, the first time you broke something, your anger would have dissipated from your life, disappeared from your life. If you see it has not, it will only become stronger and stronger, because now you have demonized that anger. You have fed that anger, saying, every time you come, I am giving you an outlet. So there is an energy put behind that anger to be let out so others can be hit by it. The suffering you have inside of you, completing it only will complete that anger. Because of your suffering, you vomit your anger on others is not a justified way of life, neither for you, neither for people around you. It ruins relationships. And you will not even know. Too late in life, you will see, oh my God, these are all the times I have thrown tantrums. These are all the times I have beaten my wife, my mother or my dad, and they didn't deserve it. And then you will start falling into guilt. Oh God, I wish I had not done it. What kind of a human being I am, beating another human being. How can one human being beat another human being? God, what kind of life you are living? It just numbs my brain when I am seeing or even thinking of hitting another human being. Just because you are angry, just because you are suffering, you are making others suffer. That is not humanity, please understand. Complete with your suffering, your anger will dissolve. The source of your anger is your suffering and your inferiority complex which you think you have. You feel you have some inabilities or disabilities which is causing that anger. Replace the disability with empowerment. Replace the suffering with joy. Simple. Your life is joyful, your life is blissful. People around you will be so in gratitude just to live around you, because you are such a beautiful human being. Like I said, I will be speaking more about completion in my upcoming videos, and I have already spoken about it in my previous videos. And my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, has spoken even more elaborately in such a way that even a child can understand how to do completion. Beyond these, if you still need help, which I think most of us do, because of the inherent inability of man to understand his mind and control his mind and control his obnoxious emotions, I recommend that you do Inner Awakening. Inner Awakening is a 21-day detox life transformation program which will remove all these negative things in yourself which you yourself hate. You yourself know very well, after these tantrums and all these glorified breaking of objects, when you sit back, when you calm down, you hate yourself for what you've done, and then you lock yourself away from people or get into some kind of bizarre addictions. Do not ruin your life. Invest once for your life into Inner Awakening. Invest your time and space in Inner Awakening, and even the most deep-rooted suffering you have experienced will just be removed by Swamiji, just by his presence. When you walk into an air-conditioned room, a room that has been air conditioned for about 6 hours and has not been occupied, will be so chill, so cooling for a man who walks in from the desert. That is how Swamiji's presence will be for a man who's going through this tremendous emotional upheaval, up and down, up and down, up and down, and is being tortured by these. Do not go for any kind of addictions, be it drugs, alcohol, smoking, or opposite genders. None of them are going to stand by you, be with you, or heal you. Heal yourself. Take time to invest the time in Inner Awakening. This is the best healing any human being can give you, any being can give you. Because Swamiji is always in the space of joy, always in the space of bliss. When you walk into his presence, it will be like walking in from the dry, hot desert into an AC room. The bliss will just flow into you. If you have any more questions about me, Nityananda Sangha, or my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, or about Inner Awakening, please leave it in the comment section below or ping me on my Facebook inbox and I will get back to you. Thank you for watching. Nityanandam.